Hi everyone, CFL Park Hopper here at SeaWorld's Electric Ocean. And they have this event every summer and it is so much fun, especially as it gets darker and into the evening. There's going to be fireworks and all kinds of fun stuff, but they have 2 new shows going on, actually 3 new shows going on here for summer as well during the daytime hours, and they do go towards the evening as well. So we're going to see everything today, the shows, the fireworks, talk about what you can see here at SeaWorld this summer. Let's go. Okay, we're sitting in the Dolphin Theater for the new Dolphin Adventure show. The theater has just been remodeled here for summertime and they have an all-new show. This plays throughout the day, every day here at SeaWorld in the summer. So I'm excited to see the new show.
And welcome to Dolphin Adventures. My name is Adam, and today we're going on an adventure to celebrate the bottlenose dolphin. It's our hope that you leave here knowing a lot more about these amazing animals and have a renewed respect for the ocean and waterways that we share with them. I can't think of a better way to get things started than by introducing you to some of the dolphins we care for every day. On your left are Diego and Hutch. Diego and Hutch are bottlenose dolphins, which are just one of several different species of whales and dolphins, also known as cetaceans, that can be found right off the Florida coast. Now, after today's presentation, be sure to visit us over at the Dolphin Cove to learn even more and get a closer look at this amazing marine mammal. All right, now that we've met some of our pod, let's dive in and talk all about what makes dolphins so cool. Nature has given them some amazing adaptations to help them to navigate, to forage, and to play. Like echolocation, dolphins actually have the ability to see with sound, which can come in handy when there's murky water or at night. Now those echolocation sounds that they make underwater are so high-pitched that our ears can't hear them. But dolphins make a variety of vocalizations from the blowhole right up here on top of their head. Let's listen in. All right, so you guys heard a bunch of examples there. Great job, everybody. So they use those blowholes not only to vocalize, but also to hold their breath. Dolphins hold their breath when they're foraging for their prey, which largely consists of fish, squid, and the occasional crustacean. Now to catch fast-moving and slippery fish, dolphins use their powerful tails to swim up to 22 miles per hour. But they don't just use those tails to swim really fast. They can also use them to leap high above the waves to see what's going on at the surface of the water. I think Bubba and Marvel are going to show you a great example of how they leap up and out of the water. Engaging our dolphins physically and mentally helps us give them the best care possible and provides exceptional animal welfare. With this care, we're able to build bonds and relationships with them much like you would with your dog at home. And while dolphins may seem to be natural athletes, our mutual love of play is one thing that provides that connection between us. And over the past 50 plus years, SeaWorld has learned that their play ultimately leads to our discoveries. And though our playtime today might just look like a lot of impressive jumps and spins, it's actually an essential part of how we care for it. Just watch.
All right, guys, so we're now at Rescue Tales. It is a new show here at the Seaport Theater. Here's the Seaport Theater above me. To find it, it's in the main square of SeaWorld. Here's the flagpole. It's right across from that. Voyagers is right by here too. And it's a brand new show here for summer, so we're gonna check it out.
Hello, welcome. Hello. We are out here from California, very excited to be here to show you guys some animals that you don't normally get to see at SeaWorld. You probably already noticed that we're a little different than the rest of the shows here. We have no water, which means y'all are not getting wet. That's good, yeah. That's Gabe, my name's David, and we're out here from a place called Conservation Ambassadors. We have a rescue zoo out in California. We've been partners with SeaWorld and Busch Gardens for about 25 years. We've been working with them doing all kinds of things all over the country for a long time. We are a part of their rescue team. We go on rescues all over the world with them, but sometimes they can't totally fix the animals and put them back in the wild, and that's where we come in. We're a place where animals that can't be completely fixed can stay the rest of their lives and get a second chance going to schools. We get animals for two reasons. One, because they get hurt real bad. You can imagine something like an owl flying across the road in the middle of the night, gets hit by a car, breaks its wing, somebody finds it, they bring it to us, they bring it to a veterinarian, and try to fix it and get it back in the wild, but maybe sometimes that wing is broken so bad that we can't fix it completely, and that owl can no longer fly. Can an owl survive on its own without flying? No, it's not like a chicken chasing seeds. Dude needs to catch that mouse, but just because it can't fly anymore doesn't mean it needs to die. So we take care of those animals. And we also get animals for another reason. Sometimes people get silly ideas in their head. They're gonna make a wild animal into a house pet, and that never works out. We end up with some of those too. I know none of you would ever try to make a wild animal into a house pet, would you? No. Now, SeaWorld actually does an amazing job of getting most of the animals they rescue back into the wild, about a 96% success rate. They don't talk about it enough. I wish they did. That's one of the reasons we're here. They do an amazing job behind the scenes, yeah. Almost 40,000 animals to date. I was asking the guy that's in charge of the rescue team here, JP, I said, hey man, what's going on in Orlando? What have you guys been doing? He says, just since January, they've rescued 27 dolphins, 49 manatees, and 78 sea turtles. Just this year alone. Wow. I know, it's awesome. But when they can't be put back in the wild, that's where we come in. So what we do normally, what Gabe and I normally do, is we see about 300 schools a year. We go to schools every single day to take these animals and let them be ambassadors so the kids can meet them and get close to nature. Normally 300 schools. Not this year. So SeaWorld called up and they're like, hey, what are you guys doing? We said, nothing. They said, why don't you bring your animals to the parks so that the whole families can meet them, not just the kids. We said, that's a great idea. So we started off in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and then we spent a few months in San Diego, and now we're out here for the summer. So hopefully you guys will enjoy these animals too.
Her name is Opie, and what is she?
Opossum.
This is the Virginia opossum, the kind that we have living right alongside of us. And you know what? I want to tell you her story, her tale. Lady driving home at night, going down the road. She said out of the corner of her eye, she noticed an opossum walk out the road. She tried to stop the car. Too late, she hit the opossum. It was an accident. She didn't mean for it to happen, and she felt terrible. She walked over, she saw she had hit and killed an opossum. Was just about ready to leave. She started thinking. She had heard something with opossum. They're marsupial. They're related to kangaroos and koalas. They have a large fold of skin, a pouch on their belly. They carry what? Babies. No, they're lunch to school. No, they're babies, sure. She had heard that even if a mother opossum is dead, there might still be some babies alive in that pouch. Very brave lady, she bent down, she opened up the pouch, and sure enough, 5 little baby opossum, each about the size of the tip of my thumb. She knew what to do. She scooped the whole mess. She brought it to our vet staff, and our veterinarians saved all 5. So cool. All 5. 4 of them started to gain weight. This one didn't. A problem that we've since solved. 4 of them started to climb. This one didn't. Something was up. We took her back to the vet, and you know what we found out? She can't see very well. She's almost completely blind. She can see bright lights, but that's about it. When the others went free, Opie stayed with us. She's been doing programs for 3 years now.
The only marsupial in North America, but like you said, related to the other pouched animals, the other marsupials, which are mostly from Australia, the kangaroos, koalas, things like that. Australia's famous for that, but I think Australia should be famous for this little bird right here. What, you're not with me on that one? You know, he looks kind of boring, little brown bird, but this dude has the most famous call of any bird in the world. You've heard it. You've heard it 100 times. You just have heard it in the wrong context. You've heard this guy's call in the background of every single jungle movie you've ever watched in your life. They always use the sound of this bird, but he ain't from any jungle. This dude's from the arid, dry, desert-like outback of Australia. But his call is pretty amazing. His call is actually so amazing, they named him after his call. It's an onomatopoeia. You remember that from grade school? The sound that is the word, like pow and bang and stuff? He's called a kookaburra. So his call is coo 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 coo. But he is a member of the kingfisher family, so he's catching the next best thing, landfish. This is what he should be famous for. He is so powerful. His little neck is so strong, his beak is so strong. He's famous for not just catching lizards, but snakes up to 6 feet long.
They don't get any better than that. This is Darwin, and Darwin is a capuchin monkey. This guy here, kind of quick, isn't he? This guy, they call him capuchin because of that black cap on their head and the brown shoulders. When the first explorers came to the New World, from Europe, they said these monkeys reminded them of the Capuchin monks of France. It's also where we get the name for our cappuccino coffee drink. This is an amazing animal. He is so smart. He lives in a family group. He grooms everybody. They have a social order. They have a language. He has certain calls that mean certain things. He has a call that means aerial predator. He has another call that means terrestrial predator, say an ocelot or a snake. They're so smart. Here's the deal. I don't want to stand in front of you and start a monkey appreciation club. Everybody loves monkeys, but we're not doing enough to protect them. 90% of the world's monkeys are endangered in the wild. 90%. We need to protect their jungle habitats. I'll give you an example of how it works. This guy is from Costa Rica, and Costa Rica as a nation protects their forests. This species has habitat, and this species is doing very, very well. Shows me we give them land, the animals will do just fine right alongside of us. The smartest animal I've ever worked with, and that includes my coworker Dave. That's Darwin. Let's say about Darwin.
Ravens are the smartest birds in the world. These guys have cognitive reasoning abilities, they do tool use, they have complex social structures. They do these studies at universities where they put these guys up against monkeys and even apes. They'll give them puzzles to solve. Like, you gotta modify a tool to get at a tool to get at food. And that kind of multi-step complex thinking, the only ones that can solve it are ravens, chimpanzees, and a few college students. That's how smart they are. A brain the size of a shelled walnut. And they're still one of the smartest animals on the planet. I love taking them to schools because I tell the kids, next time you're out on the playground and somebody looks at you and goes, "Hey, bird brain," just look back and go, "Thank you." Just recently, just this year, they announced they've discovered even something more incredible than that ability to solve puzzles. These guys have facial recognition better than your iPhone. They can not only recognize people they knew 40 years ago, they can recognize their children. They can pick them out of a lineup. It's crazy. That's how smart they are.
So Sesame Street is here at SeaWorld, and they're having a new show for Electric Ocean called Elmo Rocks. This is here in the Nautilus Theater, so it's indoors and air conditioning. They start in the daytime, which is great because it's really hot usually here in the summer at 1:30. At 3 and 4:30, it can be pouring rain here in Florida. So that's another great time to go inside to see a show. And then they have one in the evening too. So if you're only coming to Electric Ocean in the evening, but you have young kids, you could come here and see Elmo. Okay, we've made it here to Real Sesame Street Land, and they have 2 new things going on in here to see this summer. That one is a story time with different characters, and another one is a song and dance with a character. So I'm going to find these locations so you'll know where they are, and you can come check them out. All right, guys, here's Big Bird, and he does story time with Big Bird here in his net. Here he is in his nest. He does story time. So this is where you can find the story time with a character. And somewhere here also in Sesame Street would be the song and dance with a character, and I think it alternates half hours with Big Bird and the story time. So they have so much great stuff here. They have a splash pad. They have a little kiddie coaster back here. This is Grover's coaster. There's Slimy's slider and Abby Cadabby's flower tower. There's all kinds of great rides and things here for kids in Sesame Street Land. So make sure if you're coming with young ones, you check it out. And if you're an adult and you're a fan of Sesame Street, check this area out because it brings back so many great memories from my childhood. And it really looks like the real Sesame Street. So it's a lot of fun. So check this area out here this summer at SeaWorld. We're now gonna head into the main event for Electric Ocean, Club Sea Glow. So it's a giant dance party out here on the stage where they bring out some of the best characters like the narwhal and the sea turtle and the jellyfish. And you dance the night away while we wait for the fireworks. All right, so here's the dance party going on over here. And we're standing off to the side getting ready to see the fireworks. They should be going any second. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our day here at SeaWorld's Electric Ocean. We saw the new rescue tails and the new dolphin adventure, and we saw the Club Sea Glow, and the fireworks were amazing. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. Thanks for watching.